All right, so we're going to revisit the scenario of rescuing people in vehicles, truck off the side of a bridge, or a low bridge, but the vehicle went over the bridge and now it's in the water and we have to do a rescue. And talk about the feasibility of doing it with a fixed line. We need to ask ourselves some questions. Really, two questions. How far away is our objective? And how far below grade, because this is a below grade. We're gonna do, and it's a fixed line, so we're gonna do a rescuer-based unsupported pickoff from the tip. So we're gonna hang a person on the tip, and we wanna start off with a very minimal amount here. And if this is the edge of our bridge, and we place our ladder, we've got all these numbers. We gotta figure out, is this doable? So this is where knowing your apparatus is kind of important. So rough measurements on ours, we said, okay, let's give ourselves about a foot of buffer space between the railing of the bridge, and then roughly 4 feet is the outrigger deployment, and then the center of the turntable from the side of the rig is another 4 feet. So if we just subtract all the distance that we lose, the horizontal reach, that's about 10 feet minus what our capacity is to extend all the way out. Even though it's a 100-foot ladder, horizontally our charts say you can only go out 90 feet from the center. So take away 10, you get 80 feet max reach horizontally. Now, a lot of people probably want to take this aerial and swing it out, even with a fixed line, and like have this angle on the ladder that's going up at a nice angle, but you lose reach that way. And if we're doing a fixed line and the person's going to rappel down, the more distance on the rappel, the less workable height you have to retrieve on the aerial ladder. So if we get this guy here flat and we don't elevate the ladder at all, we have to figure out how far down can we go. I don't really know. Like, I have to do trigonometry and figure it out, but on a scene, we aren't gonna actually know this. We'll use ballpark, I don't know, 50 feet seems about maybe reasonable. Let's, fingers crossed. So he's gonna rappel down to this vehicle down in the water and do a pickoff for however many people that are in there. And once the line is here, we aren't gonna send back the line, especially with a 2-person load. So it's fixed line. This line is fixed at this distance, whatever it is. And now the aerial is gonna have to raise, and as it raises, it's gonna follow this path. So the package will lift, but it also gets closer to the edge of the railing of the bridge. Now, do we have enough fixed line? Is the line that's fixed here, is that short enough, or do we have enough distance where we can clear this? That's the big question. So those are just some considerations when doing this, aside from the whole fixed line, OSHA, moving live loads thing. We're going for speed or timeliness. So this really is the most timely thing. It doesn't require a whole lot of team-based approach. There's not a lot of rigging that's involved. It's really just get the rescuer on a rappel line, pick them off, and let the aerial do the rest. Clearly, when we go out and train, we can't replicate, and we can't put an actual car in the water off a low bridge, and we can't put an actual truck hanging off of a suspension bridge. We're gonna try and simulate these things. And so the scenario here is you had 2 people, a passenger and a driver, driving a truck or a car, and the driver had a seizure and just careened off the side, and he's out there in the water.
getting back on over our subject.
This is our driver?
Yes.
Post-technical has a pulse and
Yes.
everything?
Yeah, the seizure.
Let's
we went
not
off the
assess
edge.
now. Here's what we're going to do. I know it sucks, but I had to get him out first. I can't take both of you at the same time.
Okay.
So we'll wrap him up and then I'll come back for you.
Good plan.
Okay, cool. So I need to harness him up. You're going to help me.
All right.
Okay. Black clips are going to go around his waist. I'll worry about the chest harness later. Okay. So this is going to go around him. This is the front of his belly button.
Belly button.
Yeah, just wrap that around.
Around him.
Yeah, try to keep those, keep it straight. Try to get any twists in it. Okay. We want to get these as high and tight in there as possible. High and tight. Super high, super tight. Cool. Thread this around his torso. Doesn't have to be perfect. Good enough. Okay, we're going to raise, but only about 2 feet.
Raising 2 feet.
Stop. Okay. So now let's shove this up higher. Let's cradle him up a little bit more.
Up under his armpit?
Yep, if we can get that this sling up in his armpit. This sling all the way up in his armpit. All the way up there. Okay. Great. Now let's tighten up on that strap right there. Okay, camera set. Raise. Up stick.
Copy, up.
Okay, put on your harness. Just
Copy.
like that. We'll be right back for you. Patient number 1, recovered, the priority patient. Now we're going to reset the lines, choke everything back up, and get lifted back out and rescue the uninjured party. Okay, camera all set. Ready to lift when you are.
Raising. Copy the bell.
Okay, primary on my set of fours.
Primary
The
and
spine of the descender. That's your primary. Secondary.
25.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Okay, ready, Cam. Go ahead, up.